Hi and welcome to Distilling in Australia. My name is Nick and today we've got a lot happening. For those of you who haven't seen the videos before, what I do here is fully legal. I have a ATO manufacturer's license plus also a Queensland liquor license. So this is all 100% legal. So yes, just to let you know. Now before we get started, as always, here is 5 seconds of your life that you'll never get back. Okay, so first thing, I'm working on my next video at the moment, which is in relation to these two things here. I am very excited about this, but I need you to subscribe. So if you haven't subscribed, I need you to subscribe because I need 28 more subscribers for me to be able to do a YouTube poll. So I don't have quite enough subscribers to do the poll. So I just need 28 of you to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. So if you haven't, please do. If you want to support the channel, everything is in the links below. Okay, so just have a look at the comments below and all the information is there and your support would be greatly appreciated. All right, so what's happening here? You will remember a couple of videos ago I did a fermentation on a high pH sugar wash. I distilled it. So this is my cuts from that high pH sugar wash. So these are the first 2 litres here. So these are 500 ml jars. Then I put the quite a bit into the bulk container here, storage vessel number 7, and then I put the end of the run into these various jars here. So I'm going to get rid of this container here. Okay, just to give myself a bit of room. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back through the cuts and we're going to see what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to lose, and to see if there's any difference between a pH started at about 5.4 to a pH that I started at 7.4 or 7.5. I can't remember off the top of my head. Now, as you probably realize, none of this is scripted, all right? So I basically just turn the camera on and off we go. All right, so just one other thing I just want to say is that I actually have 2 different comparison tasters here. Now I have to give a huge shout out to Chris. Chris is one of my Patreon subscribers, and he quite generously sent me up a little present. He made the comment, and rightly so, that in my last taste test when I was comparing my sugar wash vodka to a commercial vodka, which is in this glass here, that I wasn't actually comparing apples with apples. So he sent me up a sample of a 96% ethanol product. And I'm not going to mention who the company is, but it is basically the go-to ethanol supplier for commercial distilleries on the east coast of Australia. So very large market share. So, but they do a very, very good product, and it is a wheat-based vodka. Okay, so just remember I am comparing a wheat-based vodka to a sugar-based vodka. So they are slightly different. Okay, but what I'm really looking for is smoothness and a taste, because remember this is going to be a pink vodka and a pink gin. So it's not. So I'm not after that savoury anesthesia. Oh, not anesthesia. God, star anise. That's the word I'm looking for. It's not having that star anise licorice sort of base to it. He also sent me up a couple other little samples, which was a surprise. Which is one is a 1.5-year-old white rum, and another one is a forced oak rum at 40%. So we'll taste those as well. So as you can see, a lot going on. So hang in there. All right, so we're going to start off with jar number 13. Now, just so as you know, the ethanol is in this glass. So this has been watered down from 96% to 40%. This is the commercial vodka at 40%. This is distilled water. Okay, so in case you're wondering at the back here, that's distilled water. So what I'm going to do is we're going to just do up our first one. So again, I'm going to take it out of jar 13. Now, I know what percentages these are, and of course, just so as you know, it's 8:55 in the morning. So this is a pretty early start on this. All right, now I've just mixed this up. So this will give me a 40% mixture on jar 13. Now, if you've looked at the last video, you'll see that I actually kept jar 13 in the last wash, in the last distillation, but this is really towards the end because I actually put more into the bulk container this run and less jars that I had to do the cuts on. So we're just going to have a little sniff. Okay, so it's got a little bit of that Vegemite yeast sort of smell to it. Certainly not strong. And remember, I've had this open for about 5 minutes, so it's only been airing for 5 minutes, so it really hasn't been airing. I'm just going to, okay. All right, you can really smell the grain vodka in that one. And this one's not as strong, but a very, very similar smell. Yeah, no, Vegemite. Oh, yuck. Okay, so jar 13 is definitely a no-go. Okay, so, yeah, okay, waste. Oh. Okay, so we're not going to keep jar 13. That's definitely not on the cards. All right, so we'll jump down a couple. We'll jump down to jar 10. See how that goes. Just rinse this out. Okay, so jar 10, jar 13 is definitely not a keeper. We'll see how we go. Okay, it's just starting to turn. I don't mind that actually. Still a little bit on that sort of Vegemite scale. We'll bring it down to jar 8 now. Now, I haven't obviously done any comparisons yet to the commercial ones because I'm just not happy with how they taste. Okay, so now we're down to jar 8. Oh yes, okay. Yep. Straight away you can smell it's lost that Vegemite flavour. Oh yes, okay. Okay, so yep, jar 8 is a keeper, okay? So now, here's the interesting, now, I haven't actually tasted this yet, all right? So this will be the first time I've tasted this commercial ethanol, and so it'll be interesting to see the comparison between the two. So wow. Okay, that's Chris. You're right. Okay, mate. You're 100% right. Yeah, the vodka, the commercial vodka, and as he pointed out, to the vodka they do add things to it, like glycerin and all sorts of various things to get their particular style of vodka. So you're saying I should compare it to this commercial ethanol, and you know, at jar 8 and this ethanol, I have to say that this is probably a tiny bit smoother, but there's not a lot in it. It's really quite similar. Now I'll go to the commercial vodka. Yeah, that's got additives in it that, yeah, this is not the pure product. This is definitely, I mean, assuming these came from a similar style of distillation, and that's a big assumption, of course, that this has definitely got additives to it, and you can taste those additives. Yeah, it's a sharper product. That is definitely a sharper product. This. That's good. That is very good. But you know, that's not too shabby either. And remember, this is done in my garage, so this is actually pretty good. This is smoother. Now remember, this is right at the turning point of tails. Okay, so we have all this hearts, I should say, through here, and this is of course the first jar. So this is sort of the turning point. I'm going to try jar 9. Yeah, I have to admit I'm pretty happy with that at jar number 8. I'm going to try jar 9 now and see how that compares. Yeah, Chris, that's you, mate. That was interesting. Okay, so on to jar number 9. All right, so I'm definitely going to keep jar 8. I'm happy with that. Okay, so now we're on to jar number 9. Jar 10 definitely still headsy. Okay, 13 is undrinkable. 16 I knew was undrinkable. 13 is, well, not undrinkable, but not pleasant. And of course, yeah, being called Hearts Distillery, what we're after is, of course, the hearts. Okay, so we're not after the heads or the tails. We just want the hearts. We want the good stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to just try. I'm thinking that is very similar to the commercial vodka here. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm still preferring this only because I can still got that fruity flavour coming through with it, but yeah, no, I think I'll keep from jar 9. Yeah, I'm going to keep from jar 9 back through jar 4. So I'll take now jar 2 and see how we go with jar 2. And like when I'm at the markets selling this, it'll be at 40%, but I won't be serving it to customers at 40% because let's face it, the customer's not going to be drinking straight vodka or straight gin in normal circumstances. I will water it down with a mixer. So at the markets, I'll be producing it or supplying it as a sample as a completed drink, not as a strong spirit, because it gives you a distorted. 9:05. Not looking good, guys. Anyway, okay. Oh, that's clean. A bit. Yeah, jar 2 is a little bit headsy. So that's sort of a little bit of that sort of methanol. What's the word I'm looking for? See, there's no methanol in this because it is a sugar wash. So there's very little methanol in a sugar wash. So it's just got that sort of just slight headsy flavour to it. We'll try jar 3 and see how we go here. Okay, so we're on jar 3. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, 3 definitely a keeper, absolutely. I'll think about 2. I'll think about 2. I'll probably taste it again. So we're going to keep from 5 through till 9, and 3 and 4, and what's in there. So we'll work out exactly how much. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's really, yeah, certainly that slight fruity flavour. This is more of a grainy flavour. The commercial ethanol, that's you can certainly taste the difference in the two, but certainly a very good product. But this is got that slight fruitiness flavour to it, distinct from the commercial vodka. So yeah, that was interesting. So definitely keeping 3 and keep 9. So what I'll do is I'm going to combine all this. I'm going to put it into the bulk container, and then we'll have a taste of it and see how it's worked out and see what volume we got out of that high pH sugar wash. So just bear with me while I do a little bit of combining, and we'll see how we go. All right, I'm back. So I've now taken the ones that I wanted to. I've put them into the bulk container and mixed that up. So at the moment I have 7.42 kilograms of net product in the container, which works out at 9.07 litres at 90%. Now if I water that down to 40%, I'm going to get 19.816 litres at 40%, which for me, because I'm going to be doing 750ml bottles, works out at 26 bottles. So that's what we've got at the moment in that. So what I'm going to do now is that this is now that 90% watered down to 40%, 40% and 40%. So we're going to taste my final product, where I've just haven't done 10 and 2, because these were the 2 that were borderline in terms of tails and heads. 1 definitely not. So I just want to compare the final product against the pure ethanol and of course the vodka, the commercial vodka. So this will be interesting. I haven't tried it yet, so we'll see how it goes. Smells good. Yep, no, that is, as again, I keep saying it, but it's got that slight fruitiness to it, which is really, really good. Yep, smoother than the commercial, and this has definitely got that grainy flavour. And the pure ethanol. Wow. Oh, look. There's nothing in it. There's really... There's... Look, I know it's my product and I'm probably going to seem biased, but I'm really just trying to get a good product here. And I have to say, yes, this is, you can tell this is a grain, and yes, you can tell this is a sugar. But in terms of smoothness and drinkability, there's nothing in it. There's absolutely nothing in it. I'm actually surprised. I thought this commercial ethanol would not be as good as it is, and I've proven wrong. This is actually a really good product, yes, I'm very, very surprised. But it does have that obvious grain sort of base to it. This. You'd be hard pressed to tell the difference. I mean, besides the grain sugar, but in terms of smoothness and flavour, again, this is going to be perfect for my pink vodka. Okay, and that's why I'm doing it, because it is going to be a pink vodka. This would be great for the Star Anise style vodkas, the earthy vodkas, you know, the ones that they add the bush flavours to, Australiana flavours, that sort of stuff. Perfect for all that. But Chris, hat off to you, mate. Thank you for sending that up to me. Really interesting. Yes, I have to say I'm really happy with my end product. I think it holds, it's equally as good as this, slightly different obviously, but just as equally as good as that. So that was very interesting. So that was a very good exercise. I'm just going to pop those over here now. So now I'm going to try a couple little surprises. Okay, so Chris set me up a couple little surprises. So I wasn't expecting this. So this is a 1.5-year-old white rum at 45%. Now, it reminds you it's around about 9:30 in the morning, so, you know, early start. Okay. That's good. Yeah, no, I don't mind that, Chris. It's I don't have any Bacardi on me. I don't drink. I used to drink a lot of Bacardi when I was younger. I don't drink so much anymore, but it reminds me very much of a Bacardi, but it actually seems to be a bit smoother and a bit sweeter than the white Bacardi that I used to drink as a young fella. That's good, Chris. Yep, no, that's nice drop. 1.5 years old. All right, and this is a interesting one. This is a unaged, fast infused on American oak. Now this is a 40%, so it's got a nice hue to it. It does have some natural particles in it, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that at all. I actually like the fact that it's got some natural particles in it. A little bit of wood in it. So I don't know, this could be, just a few days old. I don't know. He didn't give me any more information than they just turned up. So it'll be interesting to see what this one tastes like. So 4-stage on oak. I'd be interested to see if he did an ultrasonic or ultraviolet, how he did the 4-staging. But fast infused. I wonder how he did the fast infusing. Let me know, Chris. Wow, okay. So that oak has really come through on this. Yeah, it's to me it's lost a bit of the rum, and the oak seems to be a bit predominant. But I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it does have that oaky predominance. But still, I mean, nice, pretty smooth. Yes, a lot of oak. Probably, I would say, with age, that will soften. So it's a bit campfirey for me. But having said that, I'm a spiced rum drinker now. I don't drink the pure rums anymore. I drink spiced rums. I just find I prefer that. But to me, it will probably settle down with a bit more aging and not be quite so campfirey. But nevertheless, still a pretty good product for something that is fast infused and unaged. So, whether it's a week old or 3 weeks old, who knows? Yeah, but the colour's great. I love the colour. Colour is great, but just a little bit too campfirey for me. But having said that, having played around with a few commercial rums and turned them from commercial rums into a spiced rum, I think if you added some spices to that, that would actually be a really robust, full-bodied spiced rum. But a lot of Puritans wouldn't like the idea of spicing it up, but each to their own. No, you do it your way. But no, that's very interesting, Chris. So thank you for sending those through. Now remember, I am working on this video, so please, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. I'm going to toss up whether or not I'm going to put 2 and 10 and add it to the mix. Really happy with that. I'm ending up with about 26 bottles. If I add those, it's going to bring me up to about 29 bottles, which is where I sort of want to be on a run. So I'll just have another taste of those off camera and work it out. As always, this is where I'm going to end it here. Nothing more to add. So as always, stay safe, stay legal. Ciao for now. Distilling alcohol is illegal in Australia unless you hold the appropriate licenses and permits. I am not a lawyer, and the contents of this video are not intended to be legal advice. Do not rely on any information contained in this video and seek your own legal professional advice before making any decisions. Be aware, the Australian Tax Office and the local law enforcement agencies will be taking interest in this channel due to its content. Please keep this in mind before posting any comments. Any comments posted are the opinion of the person posting and not of this channel. Let's get started.